What you're about to see is one of the greatest, biggest upcycling projects that I have ever done. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for coming back. So last video, I promised you guys that I would take you shopping. Wow, was I wrong. Now let the record show, I did try. I even dragged Christian all the way to a vintage days market fair, which turned out to be a bit of a flop, but you'll see that video here. Okay, everybody, this is Christian. Christian is, oh man. Okay, that's Christian, and I love Christian. So stay tuned to see more of Christian. Anyways, thanks. So today we are here at a vintage market fair. So stay tuned to see what we get. Okay, friends, vintage days was a bust. Luckily though, Christian's nice enough to let us go to the Salvation Army to go look at some more furniture. I don't know, we'll see. If this video ever gets posted, then we probably went. Bye. Needless to say, we did not end up going to the Salvation Army or Goodwill or any other thrift stores or the antique store. But thank you, Christian, for at least coming with me to the antique fair. Dedicated. Much obliged. So sweet. This table came from one of the truest, most dedicated UniCommunity Co. fans, consultants, supporters, Nathan. So a huge thanks goes to Nathan. Him and his family were willing to donate this kitchen table to the UniCommunity Co. cause, and I could not be more grateful for his donation and contribution to my portfolio. So thank you, Nathan. I really appreciate your help. Our plan for this project was to stain the top and use chalk paint on the legs, because last time you saw me fall in love with chalk paint and I was really excited to try it again, considering I paid all that money for the wax. So that's what we did. So first off, of course, we started with a little bit of sanding. Christian did all the hard work of sanding the tabletop all the way down to the natural naked wood. While you can see me, little me down there sanding the legs, just scuffing them up enough for the chalk paint to be able to adhere to, not worrying too much about getting the finish completely off. And then we went in with something I have seen at Home Depot and have been dying to use. So I've been walking around Home Depot, not lately, but in the past. And something that really caught my eye is this Varathane wood stain in the color Vintage Aqua. So cool to see colorful stain, because I love to use stain over paint because I hate painting. And they had this one, and they also have this rose pink color, this barn red color. They have a few colors that I've been wanting to try. So this is what we decided to go for and to stain the tabletop with. Just applying one layer of stain, two would have been too dark and we didn't really need that. One layer was perfect enough, and we went ahead and we just used this little foam applicator brush. I love to use these for stain because it feels like they're like, it's like soaking up the stain as you go, so you don't really have to do the apply and wipe. It's more just one go, because any excess stain just gets soaked back up into the brush. While the stain dried, we started on the chalk paint portion of this project. Last time I used an older chalk paint that I happen to have on hand. This time I tried out Behr Paints chalk paint in the color white. This worked out well. It was pretty expensive at like $20 for the can, but chalk paint does go a long way. Although there are some smaller business brand chalk paints that I've been wanting to use, I had to just go ahead and settle with the Behr paint out of convenience, but it did work out really nicely. We did have to put quite a few layers. We had a problem where we were just like moving the paint at one point, so we let it dry completely and then we're able to go over with the one last top coat that seemed to seal the deal, and everything was white after that. So while the chalk paint was drying, even though it takes like no time at all to dry, we went ahead with the top coat over the stain. And for that top coat, we just used what I had on hand. This is something that I use for my coffee table Upcycle that I will link somewhere here. And then this is again Varathane. It's just their polyurethane oil based in clear satin. So it's not a super shiny finish, but it does have a bit of a shine and still protects the project. We went ahead and we did 2 layers of this because it is a kitchen table. This is where we're gonna come in and set our stuff on. It gets a lot of use right now. It's a sewing table. It's pretty much the multi-use table in the house. While the second layer of top coat was drying, I went ahead and I applied the decorative wax over the top of the chalk paint on the legs. This is again Behr Paints. It's kind of like their little set that they have for their chalk paint. Again, from Home Depot, my freaking favorite place in the world. I'm so sad that they are going through such hard times. I can just imagine what it's like working there, everybody looking for toilet paper, just some madness, and they're considered essential. So I just shout out to all my little pumpkins working at Home Depot. You hang in there, y'all, and I miss each and every one of you, and I love you. In the meantime, amidst drying and staining and top coating and whatever, I went ahead and I sanded the drawer front all the way down to the natural naked wood, and we decided to stain it the same vintage aqua color that was going to the tabletop, because I thought that it would be a cute little contrast moment of teal on white. So we were able to do that, but before I did any of that, I went ahead and I filled the drawer knob hole with some wood putty, sanded it down, then stained it, because we decided that we wanted to go with some sort of bar drawer pull that required 2 holes rather than the 1 hole, which worked out nicely. We chose again this little Liberty acrylic nickel drawer pull. Super cute. I think it totally complements the piece and I love it so much. After we measured, and then we measured again, and we measured again, and we measured again to make sure that we put the drawer pull on straight, I went ahead and I installed it crooked. So you're welcome. Hopefully you guys don't notice that, but it is crooked. Thanks to those of you who follow UniCommunity Co. on Instagram. Thank you so much for your input on our poll of what color chalk paint to use on the table. It was such a fun way for me and Christian to come to an agreement. He was all for just the white and blue. My idea was the gray. You guys shot it down. So thanks for that. Yeah. But in the future, be sure to follow UniCommunity Co. on Instagram so that you can participate in these little fun polls so you can decide how these projects come out. All right. Well, I love this project. I think it came out so cool. Thank you to Christian. Thank you to Nathan. Thank you, Ferdy, for watching this video, because I know you will, and I love that you do, and I'm so flattered, and I hope you like this one. So, hi. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thank you for those of you who participated in the poll on Instagram. Stay tuned. I've got the free time this next week to be able to put out some content for you, so stay tuned. Peace out, my UniCommunity.